Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Parents Things Coaching Program. Thank you all for being part of this. My name is Daniela Ibikiri. I am the Executive Director of Shining Light Children's Foundation. I'm an adolescent coach. I'm also a child and adolescent mental health educator. I'm a life purpose coach. So I work with young people, adolescents, teenagers, to help them discover themselves, to build their self-esteem and their life purpose, also equip them with the necessary tools and resources that they need to build mental and emotional well-being. This is a 2 weeks program hosted by Shining Light Children's Foundation. Our mission is to provide holistic support to children and adolescents and persons with disabilities in areas like education, coaching and mentoring, mental and emotional well-being, health and nutrition, vocational training, and spiritual guidance. So this is part of our coaching and mentoring program to help parents of adolescents better understand their adolescents, to build a stronger relationship with them and navigate the adolescent years well. Because adolescence is a period where, the children, they are quite difficult to understand. They are growing, they are maturing into becoming adults. It's a phase between childhood and adulthood. Yes. So when we talk about adolescent, the age range of adolescents, according to WHO, World Health Organization, adolescent is a period between age 10 and 19. But current research shows that puberty starts earlier nowadays, so from age 8 to age 19. And also in some places, they classify it as age 8 to 21 or age 8 to 24, as the case may be. Yes, it depends on the geography and culture, yeah, and society. So during this period of adolescence, what are those things that happen? Physical changes, psychological changes, and social changes. When you talk about physical changes, like I said earlier, puberty, you start seeing some kind of things. We all are mothers, so we know what we are seeing in our children. Some of them, as early as 8, they have started developing lips, some of them breasts, like that. For the boys, their voices become um deeper, thick than usual, body odor too. Like some years back, my daughter is just 8, she's going to 9. So I'm like, when I started perceiving some things, like, what's going on here? This is too early. So we had to make some research, Google, even my husband, like, puberty now starts early, even at age 7, 6. Some people as early as 6, they've started, having this smell for the odor when they play a lot, they've started developing breasts. Even as early as 8, 9, some girls menstruate as well. Yes, I've heard of cases like that. I'm like, wow, during my time, it wasn't like that. It was even until I got to 14 years that I started menstruating. But nowadays, because of some things that they eat, the way the world is becoming, yes, puberty starts early. Yes. So physical changes, that's the physical change. We can attest to that, right? We are seeing the physical changes
Yes.
in our, yes, our children as little as 8 and 9. Psychology has to do with thinking, feeling, and acting. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you act. So during this stage of adolescence, the way they are thinking is changing, the way they are feeling is changing, the way they are acting. That's why you see a lot of things like, why are you acting so funny? It's the period, but we as moms, as dads, we want to yell and yell on them, but it is just the period, it's the phase. the way they think, they don't reason very well like adults, but you expect them sometimes, like, see the way you're talking, you talk like an adult. Like sometimes I'll just tell my dog, call my daughter a teenager. The way she says some things are like teenager, but when she does something, I'm like, I expect you to be more mature than this, but no, she can't be more mature than that age. And this is the period, the way they think, and that's what we are going to be learning today, the adolescent brain. So we better understand. We don't blame them like, why are you thinking like this? Why are you being irrational? Can't you reason? No, they can't reason very well. It's because of the development of their brain and the way they feel. They are really moved by their emotions. They are being controlled by their emotions. So this is the period from this age 8 to age 19. They are controlled by the way they feel. Their emotions take the best of them. So they are impulsive. They just get to react at every little thing. They snap out like that. The way they act, sometimes unruly. They behave. Some are very funny, but it's just the face. It's just the face, the way they think as well. So that's what the psychological changes and social changes is relationships, building relationships with people, be it their family, their friends, people outside the society at large, their surrounding neighbors and all. So that's the social changes. And this is the period where they get to form connections with their peers. And most of them are influenced by their peers, like the late teenagers, the one maybe like from 13 above, yes, they prefer to tell their friends things that coming to their parents. That's why you have to build a stronger connection with your children. It is not too early to start having good communication with your children about a lot of things. It is better you start it because if the foundation is not right, then the end result will not be right. So it is better for us to start early from this age, especially from this age. At this adolescent age, you act as a parent, you act as a coach, you act as a teacher, you act as a guardian for your children. You're not just parenting them, you're coaching them. You're not just coaching them, you're teaching them. You're not just teaching them, you're also guiding them. Those are the things you do to your children at this level, at this phase, this adolescent phase. That is what you become to them. You're a parent to them, you're a coach to them, you're a teacher to them, and you're a guardian. You guide their actions and decisions. Yes. So those are the changes. Those are the changes adolescents go through, physical changes, psychological changes, and social changes. Like I said earlier, a lot of them, this is where they form solid friendship. Like I just remember, I'm just thinking like, oh, at age 8, I had this friend in primary school, like we're so strong. So I look at my daughter like, oh wow, when she talks about friendship, I'm like, why you always this guy you want that inside friendship? Like I don't understand. And then I just had to reflect that at age 8, I had this best friend and we talk, we go to our houses, even alone, like we can take walk like a very long distance and all that. But this new age, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, parenting are like, no, my child is too young to do this. My child is too young. But this is the time they're even developing faster than the way we developed many years ago. The way the world is going, there are a lot of things out there, a lot of wrong influences. So if we're not careful, we'll lose out on our children. We have to parent intentionally. We have to guide them properly, even as little as age 8, even before then. But this is the very stage that we need to pay more attention to them. Otherwise, we'll lose them. So today we're talking about the development of the brain for teenagers, how their brain develops. I have a slide here that I want to share. All right, so here it says adolescent men are, so the objective is to help parents, guardians to understand why the adolescent act the way they do and how to guide them. Why are things so difficult? A lot of us, we have that questions. We ask that question. Why is my child so difficult? Like, I don't understand this age. A lot of people say, teenagers, teenagers. Wow, wow, I'm tired. Like, where did I lose my child? Was it this same loving child that I had growing up? And now this child is just another person. Okay, so here is why they tend to rely on their emotions, impulse, aggression, and instinctive behavior to resolve issues. Like they don't think properly, they don't think well. Their emotions get the best of them. Their emotions get the best of them, and they just act with their instincts. They're impulsive. They don't think before they react. Whatever they think is first, they'll just quickly react, quickly talk. Sometimes we'll say, this child is so rude. How can he be talking to me like this? How can he do this? How can he do this? How can he or she engage in this kind of thing? That's because this period, they don't think very well. They just rely on their emotions. Yeah. So there are different things we need to do. But first of all, the next slide, we'll talk about the adolescent brain. So adolescents, they engage in risky behaviors. Like they don't think. I would nail on that. They don't think. They really don't think before doing things. Not like they are dummies or something, but it's because they are being controlled by their emotions, so they don't get to reason enough before acting. So they engage in risky behaviors. Um, what you're telling them not to do, they just feel like, I will do that thing. So you don't tell your teenager, don't do this, don't do that, without giving them reasons not to do it. So if I tell you people that don't think about a red car, what are you thinking about now?
I would think what's wrong with a red car first. Why is she talking about a red car? I'll be wondering why. Like, why are
I'm
you
here
talking
to
about
talk
it?
to
Okay.
I'll think about maybe there's something dangerous about the red car. Danger.
Okay. It's because we're adults. We say, why is she talking about the car? But adolescents, they don't reason like that. When you say, don't think about the red car, you are telling them, think about the red car. The mental picture that they will have is a red car. They won't even think about why is she telling me not to think about the red car. That's how their brain is being wired. Their brain is not fully developed. So when you're telling your child as an adolescent, don't do this, you are indirectly telling the child to do that thing. Don't touch that thing. The next thing is going to touch that thing. That's how their brain is wired. So you don't tell them, don't do this thing, you coin it in a better way. If you do this thing, this would happen. So here is why you don't do this thing. Yeah, so we should learn how to communicate better. Okay, so the next slide here is a picture of the brain, the adolescent brain. You can see the battery is very low, right? So the brain, there is a part called the prefrontal cortex. That's the part of the brain that you use in thinking, reasoning, and logic, responsible for planning as well. Then there is this other part of the brain called the amygdala. We should write it down so that next time when we want to tell another person, another parent that is not here, we can explain better that, oh, okay, so you know that there's a part of the brain called the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for thinking, reasoning, planning, and the other part of the brain, amygdala, which is responsible for emotions. So when we talk about emotions, we're talking about anger, happiness, sadness, cry, fear. Yes, all those are emotions. So the amygdala is responsible for emotions, while the prefrontal cortex is responsible for thinking, reasoning, planning. Yeah. So in the teenage brain, the prefrontal cortex is not fully developed. It is very, very low. They keep growing. It keeps developing. It is fully developed when they get to age 25. That is where the prefrontal cortex is fully developed. So that's why they find it difficult to think, to reason, to plan. Yes. you might be wondering, why can't my child just plan this simple thing? Why can't my child just reason very well? No, this is how it's supposed to be. Why can't he reason? No, sorry, they can't reason very well because it's not their fault. That is how God programmed and wired their brain. That's why some people put it as adolescent age is between 8 to 24 because the brain doesn't develop till 25. Yes. Meanwhile, the amygdala is fully developed. The part responsible for the emotions, feelings, and all is fully developed. So the feeling part is way more developed than the thinking part. So they respond to issues, they solve problems by how they feel with their amygdala. Yes, their emotions control them. So it's difficult for them to follow instructions because they are not listening. They are not trying to listen. They are not trying to reason with you. They are not trying to be logical. They don't want to plan. Like, you're supposed to wake up early, get this done, prepare for your exams. No, it's very difficult. So you have to guide them. Before the brain fully develops, you have to guide them to become reasonable, to become logical. You give them tasks to be able to brush up their brain, their reasoning. Yeah, but first of all, you have to understand that this is how their brain is wired. So the next slide here is saying by Daniel Sigur, is a psychiatrist, a professor in psychiatry. He said if you try to block the flow of adolescents, communication, which is important to relationships, will be tainted by secrecy, isolation, disrespect, disconnection, negative behaviors. If you try to block the flow of adolescents, okay, yes, they are growing. Most of them feel that they're already there as low as age 8, as low as age 9. Then they already feel that they know it all. No, they don't know it all. But you just let them be. Don't try to block the flow when they want to try to do something. Yeah, you don't block the flow. You let them be with guidance. You try to guide them. You give them a level of independence. At age 8, you are still bathing your child. At age 8, you are still picking clothes for your child. At age 8, you are still trying to do everything, fix their own work for them. You're not even giving them a level of independence. They can't even attend to their own work alone. You're there to guide them. Okay, this question. Yes, you're just there to support them. Let them have a level of independence. When they are communicating, don't shut them up like, please, what are you saying? Like, some parents would say, before Abraham, I was like, what are you feeling like me that have been here since this is not the same. The way those times is not the same as now. This is the age of Gen Z and Gen Alpha. So the way we're trained, the way we're groomed is not the same way. Now that the world is like it's going haywire. So we have to become very vigilant. We have to be intentional. We should raise our children with intentionality, but allow them to have a level of independence while you're there guiding them and monitoring them. If you try to block them, if you don't give them a level of autonomy, like the late adolescents, like the teenagers, 13, 14, above, the proper teenagers, like if you just try to block the flow, you will lose them, honestly. They'll prefer to go out to tell their friends about things, about stuff, and you want that connection. Let them be, you have to be their bestie. Sometimes I know we can get irritated. Maybe we had a bad day, we went to work, or we had an issue with our spouse, and they are all in our faces trying to tell us, oh, this happened, then please, I beg, shift. That kind of thing. It happens a lot. Like, yes, me too, I'm guilty. Like, I don't want to just let me be. Yes, but we have to be there. Let us not block their flow. Let us allow them to say what they want to say, even if it's rubbish. Let us just allow them to say what they want to say, and we are there to guide them the right way. With a lot of pressures, social media, a lot of things happening in social media. We'll lose them, and all they will see, what they see on social media, that would become their lifestyle because you're not there. You're too busy. You don't want to hear what they are saying. The fact that you're providing for them doesn't mean you are the best mom or you're the best dad. No. Yes, your duty is to provide, but you have to guide them as well. There are absent, present parents, mom, dad. They feel that they are present, but they are not. They are not present. You might be in the house, but you're on your phone 24 hours. Your child wants to tell you something that happened in school. You don't want to hear because you're busy chatting, catching up with the latest thing on Instagram and Facebook. When they see that in you, what will they do? They go out to, they want to be like you. Children act, sorry, children are prone to do what they see than what they hear. Your actions speak louder than your words. You can't be saying something else and you're doing something else. They are watching you. We are the foundation. Even God created family. God is so interested in family. The family is the bedrock of the society. It's the smallest unit. Everyone, every human being comes from a family. So the first family makes up the society. Why is the society bad today? It's because they are wrong parenting. People are parenting without intentions. They are just providing for their children, but they are not present. They just want their children to have the best. It's not about the gadgets, the things, the clothes. It's not about that. Yes, we all want our children to look good when they go out, but it's not about that. What values are you instilling in your children? How are you guiding them to make the right choices? They have friends, they go to school, they spend how many hours with their friends. Do you know what their friends are telling them? So let them come and tell you, my friend said this today. Be interested in what they are saying. Don't give them attitude like, oh, this child. Don't give them attitude. Be interested in what they are saying. It can be annoying sometimes, but swallow it. Why are they your children? You brought them to this world, right? So you should be there. You should be there to nurture them in the right way that they should go. The Bible says, train up a child in the way it should go. And when he is old, he should not depart from it. It is now you have the work to do. When they are little, like they can get away, but you start even as low as 3, you start. But this difficult stage, this adolescent stage, if you don't start early, you will lose them, honestly. They'll go there to the world. Recently joined TikTok. I was like, there are a lot of teenagers there. Let me just see what's going on. What did I see? Twerking. Every corner, teenagers twerking. I'm like, these people get parents at all. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. What's happening? Where are these parents? Why are we not being intentional again? Why are we not parenting right? What is happening? But we spend time too. The way they spend time on social media, that's how we spend time too on social media as parents. Once we hear the latest news, what's happening in town, what celebrity, which one is getting married? Oh, this one, that one. Somebody in church today, I'm a teens teacher in my church. So the teacher that took the topic today, about critical thinking, and he was like, he met a girl, 12 years old, and she was, oh my God, the diamond ring on Davido's wife. Like, oh my God, how I wish at 12. What are you wishing exactly? How you wish what? Like, how I wish I was the one Davido got married to or what? Like, what are you wishing at 12? We're exposing them a lot to a lot of things. We are leaving the internet to parent them. We are leaving their friends to parent them. Honestly, we have to be there. We have to be present. This is a difficult time. This is a difficult stage. That's why we really have to be there to guide them, to coach them, to mentor them, to teach them the right way, to instill values in them. And a lot of us don't have like values we have created, that this is this. I keep saying I will do that, but verbally I talk it, but it is important we write it down. Values. This is what we stand for in this house. Respect, kindness. Is what are the values that you've instilled in your children? It's not saying it verbally. It's let them have it clear. Like, this is what we stand for in this house. So when they are going out there, they cannot be pressured because they know what they stand for. My values cannot be as the same as yours. But even in building friendship, the family friends, our children connect us with other parents and all that. We can attest to that. But do they align with our own values? It's not because they are classmates. That doesn't mean we have to be friends. Yes, they can be classmates, they can be friends in school. That doesn't mean the parents have to be friends. Do they align with us? Do their values align with our own values? We all have to put that into consideration. Okay, so now that we understand that a lot of things is because of their brains, how do we help them? We have to connect, we have to provide emotional, spiritual, and peer support to our children. Emotional support. Let us be there emotionally. Like me, I can't stand cry. Like I've tried, I've told myself, no, when they are crying, maybe I should just bear it. I'm improving though, but it gets me annoyed. But you have to allow them to express their emotions. Create a safe space where they will feel seen, they will feel valued, they will feel heard, and secured. When you allow them to express their emotions, they'll feel that, oh, my parent really value me. Yes, I'm seen in this house. I'm being heard. No matter what, allow them express their emotions. Allow them to cry. Allow them to be sad. Allow them to express the anger, but you have to control it. Not that they'll be throwing tantrums everywhere, yes, but allow our emotions are valid. Your children's emotions are valid as well. Emotions as adults are valid as well. We can cry. Let us not form super women where they are. Yes, I was very down one day and I cried. And my daughter like, Mommy, you actually cry. This is the first time. And another time it happened. Ah, I've seen it twice. I say, yes, I like it is okay. Yes, we also go through stuff. We are not super beings that oh, we don't cry, it's only children. Yes, we go through stuff. So let us provide that emotional support for them. They can come and share their problems. We allow them to express how they feel about life, how they feel about school, the pressures in school, how they even feel about us. Sometimes we don't like when they talk about us, but give them that space. Okay, let's have that conversation. What do you think I'm not doing well? What do you think I'm not doing well? How can we improve in this area? Let us have that conversation with them and we'll better understand them and we'll improve. Then spiritual support. Let's not leave the pastors, the teachers in the church to just cater for the spiritual needs of our children. No, it is not their duty. They have been called by God to do that. Yes, like I said, I'm a teen teacher. I teach in my church as well. But it's not our duty. The first place is the home. That is where the child spends how many hours? Yes, so you have a duty to provide that spiritual support for your child. If you're a Christian, and believe in the word of God. Teach them some few scriptures. Let them know what the Bible is saying. Let them know the right way. Let them know the way of the Lord. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. Provide them that spiritual guidance. From there, you too, you're also building yourself. Have that devotion. Have that communication. Talk about God to them. Let them know it is only in God that you can find that strong connection, can build that relationship. So your child should have that from now. He should know the way of the Lord. Provide that spiritual support. Then peer support. Their peers, most of them are influenced. This is the age where they are with influenced by their peers. My daughter will say, my friend, I like this kind of friendship. Friend, 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 friend. Yes, this is the time they build strong friendship. For those of us that were not here earlier, I was talking about when I had a best friend in eight, how we go out, go to visit ourselves. We're just eight, but now my daughter is going to nine, and I just feel like, why are you always talking about friendship, oh this, that? But no, this is the time that they build friendship, solid, even solid friendship. This is like almost 30 years, and I'm still friends with that person. So, what kind of friends are they surrounding themselves with? Are they the right people? Do they have the right values? Are they people that you would want to have relationship with their parents? What are they instilling in your child? They must have friends, yes, but don't stop them from having friends. No, no, you have to say no. They don't need to be isolated, but make sure it is the right friend that they're having. Yes, provide that peer support for them. Even when they have conflicts with their friends, be able to provide that resolution, conflict resolution. Like I said, the brain, it is the emotion that getting the best part of them. So they are being controlled by the emotions. So you provide that support for them. Then also emotional regulation. Let us act as role models to regulate our emotions. We should not be all over the place, angry. Like I said earlier, children um at best by what they see and not what they hear. You say, stop crying, stop throwing tantrums. And as you, as a parent, you are throwing tantrums everywhere. Somebody gets you angry and you come back from the office. That man, you can see, I will do this. You are throwing things as an adult, and you expect your child not to throw things when he's angry. You say, na evil spirit. It is not evil spirit. It's watching, it's learning from you. You are his role model. The mom, the dad, you are the role model. So model right, model your emotions rightly. Like me, I shout a lot, but I'm learning too. Yes, I'm 18 school, but I'm also learning how to shout because you can't tell your child you're shouting all over you and you're telling your child, not don't shout. Please, they are hearing shout. They're also shouting, like, oh, this, hey, why are you going to this? Hey, stop that. If you are shouting, stop that. Okay, they are throwing it back at their siblings too, because that's what they are seeing you do. So we have to be a role model for emotional regulations. We should regulate our emotions rightly. Yes, that's the way we can help our children regulate your emotions and also encourage social courage. What do I mean by that? Let them learn about different cultures, different tribes. I know in Nigeria we can be tribalistic. Don't be friends with Igbo. Don't be friends with Yoruba. Don't be friends with it. Yeah, we have different religions. It's okay for them to be friends with Muslims. Yeah, it's fine. Let them accept people, not because this person is Muslim. No, no, shift, and you be rude to the person. No, let them understand that this world, yeah, is a place of diversity. There are different cultures, there are different religions, there are different people all over, but you're also guiding them. The adult ones, the older ones, they make friends on social media. Be able to monitor that their friendship, but allow them to understand that there is diversity, there are different cultures. Let them embrace people. They don't have the next person must not be like you. The next family does not have to be like you. But accept them for who they are. Accept yourself and accept them for who they are. But let them have the right values. Play, take them out, take them to movies. We are too busy. Every day, home, 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 home. When we go to work, come back. We don't even play with our children. We don't even take them out to movies. There should be family time. There should be a time for family when we have discussions with them. Okay, let's have a survey. How has life been? Okay, what are we doing wrong? What are we not doing wrong? Let's plan a meal together. My daughter like now she wants to cook with me every time. Let's plan a meal together. Involve them in the planning. What's for dinner today? What do you think? Don't think they are too small. They will shock you. Don't think they are too small. They are too young. The ones that have 8, 9, like that, 10, they are not too young to start planning. Okay, we should have this for dinner. You write this, you do this. What should we have this weekend? Where should we go to? How do we go out? Maybe once in a month we go out as a family. Maybe once in a month we have family hangout with our friends. Go out, let them expose them to different things. Good books. Expose them, take them out. Don't keep them in the house every day. And what they are seeing is just you. No, they need that level of exposure. And also promote their self-worth, imagination, like that. Do activities that will improve their self-worth. We like to talk rudely, like if they come out first or second. Me, I can be more like, because growing up, like, yes, my brain, so I want my children. No, they don't have to be like me, but yes, we can guide them to be the academic, yes. Let them strive for excellence. But even when they don't um achieve that, we can be okay with it and guide them so that they can do better. Not compare, oh, this your friend took this. Does that person have two heads? We can diminish our children's self-esteem. And when you bring down your child's self-esteem, it affects them in the future. They'll become adults that have low self-esteem. When you don't provide a conducive environment for them, you're trying to shut them up. You're using words, derogatory words that will bring them down, that will reduce them down. I see the way you're looking today. You're angry that your child doesn't look well. Like a teenager told me, we're having a one-on-one session, and she told me that her mother does not like her. Her mother thinks she's ugly. So she told her mother that she wants to become a nun. The mother was very happy that at least that would save her, because no man will marry her, that she's so ugly. Let her go and be a reverend sister. Like, imagine your own child. Is it not your gene? I beg. Doesn't make the child ugly. It's your gene. That's how God created the person. I was so touched by that. Like, how can a mother treat a child like that? Because the mother had an experience growing up with family and all that, which it was having that transferred aggression to a child. Yes, calling her names, all sorts of names. When we name all our children, body shame them, they're too fat. Like, I'm guilty of that. I'll tell my child, my little, oh, you're small. No, we shouldn't be saying that. Let us use words that will affirm them, positive affirmations. We should also write it for them. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am intelligent. When they keep telling themselves that, it will become something that will be part of them. They'll start seeing them in themselves in that way. It will boost their confidence. It will boost their self-esteem. Self-esteem is very, very important. This is what I want to talk about in my teens video. You can follow me there, Light Teens Coaching on Instagram and TikTok, so that you can get tips for you to be able, I'll share it on the group for you to be able to help your teenager. Just play it for them, and or you can take the tips and share with your teenager, help them and guide them. So let us work together to improve their self-esteem. Let us not use hurtful words, because we'll now understand that the brain is part of the reason why they are acting, why they are the way they are acting. So let us not use awful words. You be agbaya, don't you have sense? Don't you, are you stupid? Are you this? No, they are not stupid. Don't use such words. They are not. It is their brain working on them. So let us use the right words to boost their self-esteem, so that they don't grow up to be adults that are not confident, that can't stand up for themselves. It is important we build their self-esteem from this little age. Let them be comfortable, let them be okay, confident, even when they are doing the wrong, even when they don't achieve academic success. Like in the pre-test, I asked, like, some of us we prioritize academic success over their personal growth. It is wrong. No matter how, let us prioritize their personal growth, their overall well-being, their mental well-being, their emotional well-being, their physical well-being, spiritual well-being over academic success. Yes, everybody wants their child to be taught, but let them strive for excellence. But you should be more concerned about every other aspect than the academic aspect. Let us not pressure them. School is stressful enough. I have this teenager that I'm coaching, I'm mentoring. She says school is stressful. Like, she's tired, she's in the university now. She doesn't even know what to do with herself. Yeah, if we have parents that guide them as low as when they are little, so she doesn't even have a connection with God anymore. He said, let's be there to guide them. Let's be there to guide them. And if you can't do it alone, that's why there are teens mentors now. There are teens coaches now. I'm available. Me, I'm not charging. I'm not charging everybody. It's a passion for me. It's a passion for me. So it's under my foundation that I'm doing this. It's a passion for me to guide young people. I'm a teen teacher, like I said in my church. This is a passion for me. This is where God has called me to. It is not for the money. If God say, okay, many years from now, okay, you can start making money from that, fine. But this is just a passion for me, and it is my purpose to guide young people to build a life of impact. It is not too early for your child to start knowing purpose, to start having an understanding of why they are here. Yes. Next, intellectual, like, try to build their intellectual capabilities, engage them, engage them in things that will boost their intellectuality. Yes. Let them, give them puzzles, let them have positive conversations, give them puzzles, give them games that are educational. Yes, not games, anyhow games. You see them playing games, playing games. What are they learning from all those games? Engage them to build their brain. Engage them. All those things would help to develop that brain that is not well developed. Now that you understand that their brains are not fully developed, that's why they act the way that they do. So these are some ways you can start guiding them, putting it at the back of your mind that they act the way they do because of their brain. Yes, thank you for your question. So let's just talk about these questions now. Do you want
Good
to?
evening, everyone.
Yeah, good
Uh,
evening.
I must say that this is a very rich and deep section. We might think that we know it, but there are things that you don't know. Like the brain aspect, uh, it's a new one for me.
Hmm.
Maybe I expect so much from the children. Like, I'll always tell them, do this, do this. You're supposed to use your brain. You're supposed to
Hmm.
know this. You're supposed to know that. But with this section, I've learned a lot, and I'm grateful that I joined.
Oh,
So I'm
thank you very
really,
much.
Daniela, thank you so much for that
Yeah,
in-depth, you know,
you're welcome.
um, section. I really appreciate. I've learned a
Thank you.
lot. We're
Hmm.
going to apply in my daily life with my kids. I really
Yeah,
appreciate.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome.
welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, same thing. Although I joined late, a bit late,
Okay.
not really there. But like she said, of a truth, me personally, I don't know. Just like what this my sister here just talked about, still
Hmm.
on the brain. Of a truth, most times like I expect more. Do you
Hmm.
understand? But there are some
Yeah.
things they would just do like, what is it? How will
Yes.
somebody say and you would repeat? Is it that I don't even understand? Like,
Hmm.
okay, as a mother, one thing I know I try to do in my house, we don't use abusive words. You
Hmm.
understand? So
Yeah.
when but you just get so pissed off that why will you keep repeating one thing over and over again? And the person will be
Over.
like,
Yeah.
is it that I think I beg, let me not come and say what I'm not supposed to say. But like
Say.
with this, just like yes, what my sister here said. I think me too, personally, I've learned a lot. You'll be looking like, okay, at 23, 24, 25, you're already a woman or you're already a
Hmm.
man. I don't know if you understand me. So I
Yeah.
never
Very
thought
well.
of 2 to 25 aspects. It's all
Hmm.
new to I tell you. I think I really want to appreciate you. It's in fact an eye opener. And I say thank you. I really appreciate it. At least I've learned something. So I think
Yeah.
from now to personally, I will do better. I will not be expecting
Too much from
from them.
them. Yes. It's not their fault. Yes. That's why I say like you repeat and repeat, but they don't follow instructions. It's the brain. It's the brain talking,
Yeah,
not them. Yes. Yes. Find it
thank you so much.
difficult. Like, yeah. You're welcome.
Like the other two people that previously said, they said we really don't know. There's no manual to parenting. Okay, but
Yeah.
we do try and error. But then again, the expectation was too high on my end.
Hmm.
I'll say that. The basic problem I see here is we as parents we tend to think that children should behave somewhat
Yeah.
somehow where they find themselves and all that. But
Hmm.
and I'm a victim of that 1001 times, and I feel like
Hmm.
you should do better, you should know better.
Know
I think
better.
it's still in the
Exactly.
expectation area, but
Hmm.
yeah, but this is an eye opener to take it gradually with them and be consistent because sometimes, like you said, is tiring, is overwhelming
Oh,
when you go
yes.
to work, you
Overwhelming.
come back, you
Yeah.
have issues at home and all that. So
Hmm.
I don't know how we can also you can also pitch in the consistency, how to manage stress with children because for me it's a whole lot because I really don't know. But I thank you for this session. It's a wonderful one, it's a good one. At least it has reduced my expectation level with the children, especially. It has opened my eyes to
Thank
see that
you.
when we're slow with them, they do better than hush them all the
Yes.
time.
Oh,
This
yes.
was a
Yes.
good one. Thank you. It's good.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much for being part of this. This is where I'll probably. for today.